Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Sunday, December 3rd. Going to see rain and snow continue throughout the day today. We're looking at some warmer and drier weather arriving for early next week. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key ports we're going to focus on today. We'll see some rain and snow continue throughout the day today. Mostly snow is out there this morning, but as temperatures get above freezing this afternoon, we'll start to see that rain mix in with some snow. This will be the final round of precipitation as a warm front works through the area, but we're still keeping an eye on some moderate to heavy snowfall, especially as you get in the mountains up towards the western central mountains and south of the Snake Plain. Breezy winds may lead to some areas of blowing and drifting snow. We certainly saw some very strong winds yesterday, widespread gusts on the order of about 40 to 50 miles an hour. Winds will be slightly less today, but still keeping an eye on some of that blowing and drifting snow, especially this morning. Turning drier and warmer as we head into the early part of next week, courtesy of some high pressure moving onshore into our area, with a potential record high temperature in Stanley on Tuesday. Our next system will arrive for that Wednesday-Thursday time frame, looking at a mix of rain and snow as temperatures from those actually 40s and 50s drop back to those 20s and 30s later in the week. Quick look at satellite for you this morning. Again, mostly cloudy skies prevail out there. We're still seeing some pretty ongoing snow, especially as you head into the Magic Valley south down towards Utah this morning. That'll increase in coverage as we get a frontal passage today. But overall, we're going to drier conditions later today and progressively overnight, and especially heading into your Monday. And to look at the bigger picture for you, so again, we got two very large low-pressure systems working into the Northeast Pacific. These are bringing some atmospheric river-level moisture into the Pacific Northwest, where up to 12 inches of rain is expected across portions of Washington and Oregon. But if further inland, we're still getting some of those impacts. Most of that is going to be decreasing under the influence of that high pressure that'll be shifting further into our area, but we're still keeping some moisture around through today into tonight. And thought this would be interesting here. We got the surface analysis pulled up here, and both these storms are actually central pressure 963 millibars and 964, which if a warm core system, these are both cold cores, if they were, it'd be equivalent to about a Category 2 or Category 3 hurricane. So some very strong storms in the Northeast Pacific. Weather it's got like for your next 5 days, we'll just focus on some rain, snow, and some gusty winds today. Again, winds will be trending down from what we saw yesterday, but still a little bit breezy this afternoon. Widespread mountain snow, especially as you head further into the western central mountains up around Stanley, and again south and east of the Snake Plain is where we're expecting those heaviest snowfall accumulations, again with a mix of rain and snow, especially across our lowest elevations. For Monday, just some lingering showers across much of our highlands areas, but for Tuesday, mostly dry ahead of our next system, arriving for that Wednesday-Thursday time frame with some light to moderate precipitation. And here's a look at the timing for you. So again, this morning we are seeing some snow working through the Magic Valley up towards Stanley, further south of the Snake Plain into Utah. But overall, mostly clear skies as you head further north and east as far as dry conditions continue. But we're keeping with those snow chances. You can see that frontal boundary beginning to work out of western Idaho later this morning. What that means for us is we're going to see an increase in widespread precipitation heading into about midday today. So it's about 12, 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. We're going to see some more widespread precipitation impacts. Looking at, again, a mix of that valley rain and snow. This here is the NAM model. So as far as one look at what the potential timing could be. But again, about 2 o'clock this afternoon, still seeing some widespread rain and snow, but we're starting to see that drier, more downslope effect as we get into portions of the Arco Mud Lake Desert, where we get some of that northwest flow, downsloping and shadowing lots of that area, leading to some drier conditions. But for especially as you get further east along the 15-20 corridors, still seeing that rain and snow ongoing. But heading into tonight, behind that warm front, we'll see those temperatures increase. But overall, looking at drier conditions returning later tonight. Still some ongoing rain and snow this evening, but overall progressively drier as we head into those overnight hours. Temperatures today will start off the day in the teens and 20s. Warmest areas in the low to mid 30s as you head further south and west. But afternoon highs will be noticeably warmer from yesterday. Still seeing those afternoon highs well above freezing for just about everybody in those 30s and 40s. Snowfall amounts today, again, at the Snake Plain, just in the order of about trace to about an inch or two, especially up towards Ashton. But overall, we're keeping an eye on that focus up towards around the Stanley Sawtooth Basin area and south and east of the Snake Plain, where those heaviest snowfall accumulations are expected. Wind gusts today, again, not as strong as what we saw yesterday, but certainly on the order of about that gust to around 20 to 30 miles an hour, a little bit stronger, especially as you head into the South Hills, Albion Mountains areas, headed down towards Jackpot. Temperatures on your Monday will keep with those warmer trends, especially as you head further south. But overall in the morning, 20s and 30s across the board, with afternoon highs keeping on that warming trend. Much better coverage of those 30s and 40s. May even see some low 50s for Monday afternoon. And snowfall amounts on your Monday, again, just seeing some isolated showers behind this departing system. Again, best chances for those snow showers should be up towards Stanley and south and east of the Snake Plain. Looking at overall pretty light accumulations. Wind gusts on your Monday. We'll keep with that breezy wind trend, getting some warmer air in here out of our southwest. Gusts on the order of about 20 to 30 miles an hour. Temperatures on your Tuesday will keep that warmer trend going into midweek. Got some dry conditions for you on your Tuesday. Overnight lows in those 20s and 30s. Afternoon highs in the 40s to low 50s. And by Wednesday, again, mostly clear skies, at least in the morning, starting to get some increase in clouds later in the day as our next system arrives. But overall, rinse and repeat, morning lows 20s and 30s, afternoon highs in those 30s, 40s to low 50s, so well above normal for this time of year. And here's a first look at those snowfall amounts on your Wednesday. Again, mostly high elevation for Wednesday, especially as you get up around the central mountains. Temperatures on your Thursday, again, keeping with those warm temperature trend, 20s and 30s in the morning. Afternoon highs, starting to see that cooling trend. We'll get some increased cloud cover in here later in the week. Afternoon highs, 30s and 40s. And for Thursday, again, most of this is going to be sticking up towards the mountains as you head further north and east of the Snake Plain. But overall, some light to moderate accumulations, but most of that will be confined to the mountains for your Thursday. And this will continue into Friday. So again, that late Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday time frame ahead of some drier conditions returning around Saturday. But we're keeping with that active weather pattern as we head into later this week and into the upcoming week as far as actual precipitation working into our area from the northwest. And a look at what's to come. That 6 to 10 day outlook does keep our area leaning above normal for precipitation. That's December 8th through the 12th. So looking towards the end of next week into the following week. And as far as temperatures go, we were talking about those warmer temperatures, 40s and 50s across the board for just about everybody. But we're going to start to see those temperatures drop back down for the later part of next week, afternoon highs back in those 20s and 30s as temperatures are trending, leaning below normal for that period. 8 to 14, we're starting to see some more near normal precipitation chances into our area, but overall across the continental United States, keep it with those mostly above normal favored precipitation chances. And 8 to 14, you can see a pretty clear signature there with temperature-wise. We'll get things nice and colder as we head into that 10th through 16th time frame. Again, those are about afternoon highs in those 20s and 30s. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Sunday and stay safe out there.